Hi, it's Dr. Jeff Davis. I'm president of Lordship Investments and director of New Way Community Development. I'm here today to offer you 5 minutes to live by. We talk about various subjects and topics on this program, and so each presentation is going to be both precise and focused. We look at things like Christianity, real estate, business, finance, sales, marriage, just to name a few. Today we're going to be talking about real estate. We're going to be coming out of a book that I wrote called You Can Succeed at Real Estate, and it's Real Estate Success. This book is basically written, it's going to address different issues pertaining to real estate. So it's not going to be an exhaustive study by any means, but it will give you insight into different things that you can do if real estate is something you want to get into. Now, today, our topic is going to be why become a realtor? Why should anybody want to become a realtor? That's what we're going to be looking at today. First of all, what's a realtor? A realtor basically is someone who stands between a person who wants to sell a house and a person who wants to buy a house. They come in typically and they are representing either the buyer or the seller. If you're representing the seller, then you're going to be looking for what's called a listing agreement, which basically gives you a certain number of days to sell the house at a certain price. And if you're working with a buyer, typically you're going to be helping them to find the house of their dreams and to secure the financing and do everything necessary to actually take possession of the property. Now, you're thinking about getting into real estate. Why should you become a realtor? There are some definite advantages and disadvantages to being a realtor. Now, I have had a real estate license in 3 different states. I have been a broker in 2 of those states. I'm currently living in California, and so my goal here is to go ahead and become a broker here as well. But as a broker, I've been a manager of a real estate office. I've managed a real estate investment company. So I have many years of experience in the area of real estate, and I also know what it means to be a realtor. Actually, if you want to, you can use real estate as both as either a part-time or a full-time job. I've done that as well. Sometimes you've got a job and you're making money, but you want to get into real estate, so you get your license and you start selling a house here, a house there part-time, or you believe that you can do well with it, and so you just take the plunge and you go into it full-time. Now, it's not a job, it's actually a business. So if you become a realtor, you have to think of things like a business person. You're not going to get a regular check because realtor jobs pay commission only, typically. And if you don't sell a house, you don't make any money, period. Now, advantages to being a realtor. Number one, you typically belong to a real estate board, the MLS, and this allows you access to all the properties that are currently on the market that are listed for sale. It also allows you to have access to this inventory if you're working with a buyer and you're looking for a house for them. The next thing, advantage to being a realtor, is that you can earn a commission. You can talk to someone about either buying a house or selling a house, and you can negotiate a commission. Now, the typical commission was 6%, but that has, as of the time of this recording, changed. So now it's a little bit more flexible. And the reality is, it's what you and the seller or you and the buyer agree upon. Um, is being a realtor a good thing? Yes, if that's the direction you want to go in. Do you need to be a realtor if you want to become a real estate investor? No. You don't need to have the quote unquote legalities that being a realtor brings with it as an investor. Typically, a realtor is going to be limited to working in a particular state because that's where your license is. So that's where you are quote unquote licensed to work. As an investor, you don't have that restriction. You can kind of buy real estate in any state that you want to, as long as you can put a deal together. Are there advantages to being a realtor? Yes. I think being or having access to the MLS is a great tool. It's also good to be able to know that if you're going to work with somebody, you can be compensated through a commission. So if it's something you're looking to do, you will have to take classes, you'll have to pass an exam. But and for most people, I would suggest you join a real estate firm so that you can get training and understand how to do it. But it can be a very lucrative and flexible position that can do you well if your desire is to be in real estate. So again, taking these out of excerpts from my book, Real Estate Success, You Can Succeed at Real Estate. You can pick this book up at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Or you can go to Amazon, look for books from Jeff Davis and Dr. Jeff Davis, pick up a copy. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Until next time, I want to wish you a day full of both success and happiness.